Brother, I want to ask you something, and I need you to stay with me, because this is going to be uncomfortable before it gets clean. How long have you been waiting on God about that thing? You know the one. The thing that comes up every time someone asks how you're doing, and you give them the safe answer. The thing you bring to prayer every couple of weeks carefully, in just the right language, and then set down without resolution. The woman, the job, the move. The conversation you should have had 3 years ago. The text you wrote on Wednesday and didn't send. The room at church you walk past every Sunday without walking into. That thing. 8 months, a year and a half, 2 years. And every time someone asks, you say the same line. I'm just waiting on God's timing. And they nod. And they respect it. And nobody pushes back, because in our circles, brother, waiting on God is the most sacred sentence a man can say. It sounds like patience. It sounds like maturity. It sounds like the kind of thing a man says who's been walking with God long enough to know you don't move ahead of him. I love you too much to nod with the rest of them. Some of what you're calling waiting on God is not waiting on God. It's hiding from Him. And somewhere underneath the verse you're holding, you already know which one it is. Now hear me before you close this, because there is a kind of waiting that is holy. Scripture is full of men who waited. Abraham waited 25 years for a son. Joseph sat in prison for years. David was anointed king as a boy and didn't wear the crown until he was 30. Real waiting is in the Word. It is one of the hardest, holiest things God asks a man to do. I am not here to tell you patience is sin. But holy waiting has a posture, son. Holy waiting leans forward, eyes up, ear-tuned, postured, to move the moment God speaks. Habakkuk didn't lie down on the watchtower. He said, I will take my stand at my post and look out to see what He will say to me. That's watching. That's active. David in the caves wasn't paralyzed. He was running missions, fighting battles, writing psalms, being faithful in the small thing while the big thing was deferred. That's holy waiting. It moves while it waits. Now look at what your waiting looks like. Your waiting is in a pew with your eyes down. It's a draft sitting in your messages that you never opened again. It's a prayer that sounds like seeking direction, but is really asking God to let you off the hook. That is not waiting on God. That is fear. And you've been dressing it in the only language that would keep people from asking follow-up questions. Go to Matthew 25. Jesus tells a story about a master who gives 3 servants money before he leaves on a journey. 5 talents to the first, 2 to the second, 1 to the third. The first 2 go out and trade and double what they've been given. And the third one, listen carefully, buries his in the ground. When the master returns, the third servant comes forward with his speech ready. Hear what he says. Master, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you did not sow, and gathering where you scattered no seed. So I was afraid, and I went and hid your talent in the ground. He doesn't just say he was afraid. He wraps the fear in a theology. He calls it knowing the master. He makes it sound like discernment, like prudence, like he was the careful one, the thoughtful one, the one who didn't rush in. And the master looks at him and calls him wicked and slothful. Son, that servant is the portrait of what happens when fear refuses to admit what it is. Fear that comes to God with the disguise of, Lord, I am terrified. That fear God meets. Over 300 times in His Word He says, do not be afraid, I am with you. He meets the man who comes in honesty, but fear that buries itself under language and hands God back the unused thing and calls it stewardship that fear God exposes. Every time. 1 Samuel 10. The whole nation of Israel is assembled. Samuel is moving tribe by tribe, family by family, calling out the man God has chosen to be king, and the moment arrives, the name is called. And Saul, the man God chose, is not there. So they ask the Lord where he is, and God answers, he has hidden himself among the baggage. Sit with that scene for a moment. The prophet is standing there. The nation is watching. The oil is in his hand. And the man called by God is crouched behind the supply pile, holding his breath, hoping if he's still enough, they'll move on without him. And God himself has to announce the hiding place to the entire assembly. Son, God knows where you're hiding right now. He knows the pile you're crouched behind. For you, it's waiting on God's timing. For the brother next to you, it's, I need to grow more first. For the man behind him, it's, I'm waiting for confirmation. The baggage looks different for every man. The function is identical. It is the pile he hides behind so he doesn't have to come out and be seen. And God is not waiting to find you. He found you a long time ago. He's calling your name because he already sees you in the baggage. The question is not whether he knows. The question is whether you'll come out when he calls, or make him say your name again. Now look at Moses at the burning bush. God shows up fire, a voice, the I am, and says, Moses, I am sending you to deliver my people. And Moses gives God 5 excuses. Every single one sounds like something other than fear. Who am I? That sounds like humility. What if they don't believe me? That sounds like prudence. I'm not eloquent. That sounds like self-awareness. 5 objections, each one wearing a responsible-looking coat. And then in Exodus 4:13, the coat comes off. Oh my Lord, please send someone else. There it is. That was the truth under every excuse from the beginning. 5 religious-sounding reasons that were really one sentence he didn't want to say out loud. And hear me, son, your fear sounds spiritual too. That's exactly why you can't hear it as fear. I just need confirmation, sounds like Moses. What if they don't believe me? I need to grow more first, sounds like, who am I? You are running the same playbook. Religious-sounding fear, layered deep enough that it passes inspection. But here is why Moses matters. God answers every excuse. He is patient with the fear. He meets it with, I will be with you, and I will be with your mouth. God does not reject Moses for being afraid. But Exodus 4:14 says that after the 5th excuse, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses. God's patience with fear is deep. His patience with the disguise has a limit. He will meet you in your terror all day long. What he will not bless is the coat you put over it. So I want to leave you with 3 questions. Not tomorrow, tonight. What action is your waiting on God preventing you from taking right now? And would you be ashamed to name that action to a wise brother who loves you? Because if you can't even say it plainly to another man, son, you are not waiting, you are hiding. Has God actually told you to wait with a verse, with counsel from elders, with a clear no in prayer? Or have you assumed he is telling you to wait because moving feels exposing? There is a difference between God said wait and I am afraid to move. Be honest about which one is actually happening. What is this costing you? Not just you, what is it costing the people around you? Because there is a cost to unused things. There is a cost to a man who stays in the baggage. And if it turns out God never told you to wait at all, are you prepared to account for the years you spent in there anyway? And before you go anywhere with this, hear me on this rail clearly, brother. The answer to hiding is not sprinting out of the baggage and swinging at the first thing you see. Do not send the text tonight. Do not quit tomorrow. Do not call him at 2 a.m. The answer to fear is not impulse. The answer is going to God with the disguise off, the fear named, the truth said plainly, and asking him what the actual next step is. And then taking that step in the morning, one step, slowly, deliberately. Come out of the baggage. Don't sprint into the field. And if you have been hiding so long you don't remember what it was like to come out, if what's behind your hiding is bigger than this video can hold, real trauma, real wounds, something that was done to you, find a pastor, find a counselor, find a brother who can sit with you in it. This is a pastoral room, not a clinical one. Some of you need more hands than mine. Go get them. Joshua 1-9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Wherever you go, son. Not wherever you sit, not wherever you hide, wherever you go. The promise is attached to movement, not concealment. God knows where you are. He's calling your name. He already sees you in the baggage, and he is not disgusted by what he sees. He is calling you out because he has something for you on the other side of the pile. Come out, son. If this reached you tonight, type in the comments, "I'm done dressing fear" in a verse. I'm coming out of the baggage. Say it, because you've been hiding behind language for too long, and the first step out is saying the true thing out loud. And if this message strengthened you, remember to like, subscribe, and share, so other men who are crouched behind their own pile can hear their name called too.